Hi everyone and happy Wine Wednesday. If you are new, I'm Allie from A Glass After Work. Thanks for joining. Today I wanted to share some sparkling wine with you since we are getting ready to close out 2018 and bring in 2019, and what better way to do that than with some sparkling wine. These two bottles were actually given to me by a PR company, so I just wanted to let you know that before. And I'm sorry about that noise. We've got a little bit of my cat going on here. You want to say hello? So this is Zeus, so sorry about that. Anyway, so he's playing in my wine rack, which is why you're hearing him. Carpenè Malvolti, which I can't speak Italian, but that's my best attempt at saying it. So Carpenè Malvolti sent me two of their Proseccos. They are Italian sparkling wine. Their founder, Antonio, is also not only one of the first Prosecco makers, but he also created the first wine school in Italy, which I thought was pretty exciting. And their winery actually is finishing out their 150th year, which is, I thought, really exciting, especially because the winery is still family owned. Their Rosanna Carpenè actually still runs the winery with her father, and she's actually my age, like legitimately my age. So I thought that was really exciting. So this is the first wine. So this is the extra dry Prosecco. Oh, before we get started, here's my Simply Wine charm. I think I mentioned that I got the 4th of July package, and there's the bubbles. Look at those bubbles. Look at them. So they're really small, persistent bubbles. Obviously, it's a really light wine, light straw color, but there's so many bubbles in the glass, and it's like perfect for New Year's Eve. Just all this kind of festiveness in the glass. So on the nose, definitely getting some nuttiness, some almonds, or maybe some hazelnuts. Also getting a little bit of kind of citrus, some limes. Maybe just the tiniest hint of some kind of like white flower, almost like apple blossoms it makes me think of. It's a pretty nose. It's not super strong, but there's definitely some good characteristics. Wow, so that was really nice. So the citrus characteristics kind of came up in the front. Definitely getting some good limes happening, but the limes are mixed with that nice nuttiness, some of that almond and hazelnut. Not as much of the white floral notes, but definitely getting some of that too. This is very pretty. It's got really good bubbles in the mouth. It feels like just like the sparkling wine is just kind of dancing in your mouth, and it doesn't have a super lot of acid. So this would be perfect for starting the night out. So my husband and I are having a New Year's party, so this would be a great wine to greet everybody with. So as they're coming in, it'd be a perfect way to start the evening, get everybody into the festive mood, and you don't actually need to have food to enjoy it. That said, if you have some hummus and chips, or you have, I don't know, maybe a little bit of a meat plate, to be honest, any kind of like light Mediterranean food. So I'm kind of thinking some baba ganoush or something in that range. Some of those kinds of dips, that would be really, really nice. Maybe falafel might be a little heavy for it, but definitely could work because it can cut through some of the heaviness without having to have too much acid. The PR company said that the suggested retail price was $19. I was finding it online for about an average of $17. Definitely found it for a little bit lower than that. So I'd be on the lookout for it. I haven't checked my local grocery store, so I'm not sure if you can find it there. this, the rosé, and the rosé is 85% Pinot Nero and 15% Robusto. So it's a little bit of a blend. It's New Year's. Let's take a look at it. Just like that Prosecco. Look at those bubbles. It's just so much fun. They've done a really good job getting some nice bubbles into their wine. I really enjoy that. The color is I would say it's almost like a light version of a Jolly Rancher. Like it's really super clear, really small, nice bubbles with a little bit of a clear rim. It's kind of candied colored. Doesn't mean that the wine is going to be tasting like candy, but it is a little bit candy colored. Oh, nice nose. So getting a little bit of candied cherries on here, a little bit of kind of creamy notes. Maybe a little bit of rose petals too, kind of like a velvety rose petal feel to the nose. All right, why don't we give it a taste? Cheers. Oh yeah, so I'm actually getting a bit of like red apples in the mouth, followed by definitely some candied cherries and just the slightest hint of rose petals. This one has a little more acid to it, so I definitely would think that is a type of thing that will go really well with some food, whether you would want to do a meal like fish, or for our New Year's Eve party, it's going to be hors d'oeuvres and kind of standing around and talking a lot. And so this will be really nice for dips and kind of the finger foods and that as well. I think it'll pair really, really well. This wine is suggested retail a little more expensive. It's $20, but again, I was finding it online in about the $17 range. So both of them are $17. What's great about that is, look, at New Year's in particular, we're going to be probably drinking more than we would normally drink at a regular dinner party. So we'll have some sangria or some, mixed drinks. We'll definitely have some wine. I mean, the Glass After Work household, we're not going to not have wine, but there's definitely going to be a focus on the sparkling wine. And so it'll be nice to have some affordable options that are really tasty, but that are also going to pair with food so that they can serve the dual purpose. And I think these are both affordable, especially if you find them in that $17 range. It keeps the price down to buy more. So I'm really glad. Thank you to the PR company for sending them my way. I'm really glad I had a chance to try them. I hadn't tried them before, so this will add to my repertoire of options. I really appreciate that. And so I'd love to know, what are you doing for New Year's? Are you staying in? Are you having people over? And if so, what are you serving? And if you are headed out, I'd love to know that too. Do you have a drink of choice if you're heading out? Are you going to kind of stick to the bubbly, or are you going to be ordering something else? Let me know in the comments down below. And I definitely want to thank you for a fantastic 2018. 2018 was my first year on YouTube, so I appreciate everybody who has come out and started watching in that, and I'm looking forward to spending 2019 with you. If you enjoyed my video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate those. If you aren't already a subscriber, you can do that by clicking on the caricature right over there, or by clicking on the subscribe button down below. But don't forget to also click on the bell. It'll let you know when I upload a new video, which is going to be every Wine Wednesday. And if you're looking for a recommendation, you can find one right there. So thanks for joining me. Happy New Year's and have a great Wine Wednesday. Cheers.